Echo.
Echo.
What do we think? The first episode, we're only discussing first episode.
Yeah, blown away, you know. In the opening, you know, where it starts off, you got the water, you got the pond, you see the sacred spiral in there. I was like, oh, as soon as I seen that, I was like, oh, it's getting deep. You know? What'd you think about it?
That, started from there, that part, it moved, so when it first came on, I was like, oh, they supposed to be brown on purpose? Like, they're like bronze color, right? I was like, they supposed to be, or is this just gonna be like the tint? And I was like, oh, no. This is the Choctaw, the Choctaw people's beginning story.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that, but like when I saw it, I was like, oh no, that's what they're doing, right? And I knew previously, I'd seen in like either videos or some other things advertising Echo that the Marvel TV writers worked in conjunction with folks of the Choctaw Nation in writing the story for Echo. That's like crazy.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And to see like them put that in the beginning, indigenous storytelling, indigenous beliefs into the visual on the scale of Echo was like, you know, I was sitting there like, whoa, you know, like what are we seeing, right? You know, it's like Marvel has the practice, like that's what they did with Wakanda, right? And Wakanda's fictitious, but it's still like indigenous people's story, right? Even if it's fiction. This is Choctaw people. I feel like a similar thing to Shang-Chi. I think I feel like the myth in that they also told of the stories origin stories, right? So you see a pattern happening, but also that pattern is like that, you know, it was just amazing to see on the screen. You know, ours and other people's stories told in that way. But also knowing that, like, I don't know who was behind this, but I do know there's organizations like Illuminative, which is like Indigenous Americans people organization that does behind the scenes work, trying to get indigenous stories in Hollywood and in the world. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know if they worked on Echo particularly, but I do know the work they have done has allowed this like birth of new Hollywood indigenous people storytelling that seems to be coming directly from indigenous people. Right? So Echo, Reservation Dogs, all this other stuff we're starting to see. Right? And all, I guess those two things I just mentioned, still the parent company's Disney. So there's work being done inside.
That's true. So so after that first part, then they got into showing us young
Echo.
What'd you think about that?
Yeah, I thought that was dope. I thought it was like a combination of new shots and then also like things filmed that we've seen already in the Hawkeye series, right? And like so juxtaposing each other, and also like the actor, like when they show Maya in the tent with Bonnie, her young cousin, and then they show the family like mother and father and grandparents. The people come on the screen. I turned to Aisha and I was like, "Is this Reservation Dogs too?" Like, so like everyone, like mad people from Reservation Dogs,
right?
In the show. I was like, what the heck?
This is season 4. It just takes place in the Marvel
universe, you know? They just carried it on. That's their world building. That's their world building. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, what? That was like that. God, the storytelling I feel is dope. They ran through that very quickly, but like caught us up. How long was that? Like
so I was rewatching. It's about like the first 20 minutes. Show. Yeah, because I was thinking about it. We've seen the MCU do like these flashbacks, but to actually see it done this way, where they incorporate the flashbacks with a few moments before the flashback that we're familiar with, I thought it was really, really good.
Yeah, they worked that excellently, like blending the scenes together. The mother dying, her growing up. Father moving to New York.
Her feeling guilty. Because there was some very like heartfelt moments. And I think the beautiful thing about this show is that you really have to pay attention. And it's funny because would be or could be seen as a disability is actually her ability. Because she is deaf, but her other senses are heightened because of that. So, and I love how you kind of see that. You know what I mean? Like in how she interacts with people and like she's focused. You know, like what'd you think about that? And seeing Kingpin for the first time in this world.
Yeah, I thought it was exciting seeing Kingpin. Seeing it's exciting. We already seen this in Hawkeye and also She-Hulk. Kind of crossing over the Netflix Marvel characters into the regular MCU. But it was still like, you know, you haven't seen Kingpin for a while, so it was like exciting. Like, okay, now he's coming on screen. We know from the time she's a child, he takes like a liking to her. He kind of like really, he's like, oh, okay, like he's like, he wants to take care of her and stuff. But she already knows him as like Uncle Kingpin and stuff. So he does feel like family, but I think he also sees so much. I don't know if he saw it before then or not, but like definitely at that point he saw the potential in her, and he's the one that makes her a killing machine. Right? Like he wants to like focus her anger, which she's responsible for. He kills the father. You know? But to use for his own ends. That's I feel like that's how Kingpin is a sociopath. This will go now. Takes.
Exactly. The blooper reel.
A couple boba left.
Gotta get those last bobas out there. You know what I'm saying? No Boba Left Behind. You know what I'm saying?
No Boba Left Behind. That's the name of my show. No Boba Left Behind.
IMTV.